Well, good morning, guys. Y'all want to see something that'll save you from getting you a hernia or messing your back up? Well, you're about to see it. Guys, if you fool with T-post or you gardening and you use with T-post, the best investment you can do for yourself is a T-post puller. I've changed up my mind here how I'm gonna do my trellis here on my tomatoes. I'm gonna do one my old style, and then I'm gonna build a new style trellis right here. So I need to pull my T-post back up. And I'm going to show y'all how quick it is, which I ain't got but 6 more to pull. I pulled 2 right here to start with, and I'm going to show y'all how easy it is to pull these posts and how quick. Guys, all you do is you walk up there to that post and you slip that little U-shaped piece right under them knots on the back of that post, and you push down with that handle. That's just how quick and easy it is. But guys, like I said, if you fool with T-post much, my best advice is to invest in you one of these, or if you got a shop, you could build one of these. I had actually thought about building one, but I didn't have the metal on hand. And this was, I think, last year, end of 2020, or when I decided to get this. And after I got it, I was like, man, now why haven't I had one of these all of my life? I pulled on them old T-posts, wiggle them, shake them, bend over, strain. If I'd had one of these, I probably wouldn't have had to have hernia surgery a couple years ago. But I'm gonna leave a description and a link below where you can get a T-post puller. I bought mine, I think, from the Tractor Supply. You can get them at the Tractor Supply. I know, 'cause that's where I picked this one up. But to make it convenient for you, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can get one. This is one of the best investments you can have if you fool with T-posts. So guys, next, if you ain't got one of them T-post pullers and you fooling with T-posts, you need a T-post driver. Now I've had this for years, and I would suggest getting this first if you can only get one of them, because it's a lot safer and easier to drive your T-post, or I'm driving round metal pipe this morning with a T-post driver. But like I said, if you can afford both of them, you get you a T-post driver and a T-post puller. It will pull these round posts too. But what I'm going to do here, I got 4 posts. 2 of them's about 8 foot tall, so I'm going to start in the center because I want my end ones the same height, and they're about 10 foot, which is, I just had these pipes on hand. Is the reason I got two different lengths, but it's going to work out. I'm going to drive the ones in the center, and the ones on the end, I like the fact that they're going to be deeper for support. So I'm going to drive my post, and then we'll show y'all the next step of this trellis I'm building. Now guys, on driving these first posts, I'm gonna lean them out like this. So when we put a line down the top, you want to tighten it, and that way to give it some leverage to tighten up against. Now guys, that's a morning workout. But can you imagine me trying to drive them posts with a sledgehammer or something? That's why you need a T-post driver. Now I forgot to mention, before I drove these posts, I drilled me about a 5/16 to a 3/8 inch hole through my post on the top. That's where we're gonna be running our cable or line through. Best thing would be is have some small cable, but I ain't gonna purchase no cable. I'm gonna try something else I'm about to show y'all. Now guys, a man needs 2 of these eye bolts like this to put on each end through them holes, but I've only got one, so I'm gonna put it on one end, and the other end it'll just be run through the hole that I got in the pipe. Also, the 2 pipes in the middle, it's just gonna run through the hole that I got drilled in the pipe. But since I don't want to purchase no little cable, I'm gonna use electric fencing wire. This is 14 gauge. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna double it, and I might triple it. So I'm gonna stretch it out down through there and make me a loop to come back. So I'm gonna stretch it out down through there, and I'm gonna make me a loop, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna show y'all how to easily twist wire. I'm gonna twist 2 strands together and look at it, and then I may run a 3rd strand and twist it. So that's what I'm finna be doing. First, you wanna tie your loose end, so it'll hold it down here for you. Go down there and come back, and then make sure you got your plenty here to make sure you don't end up with too short by the time it twists. Now, as you can see, all I did was went down there and went around my pipe and come back. And take both ends of your wire and just give them a little twist there to hold them together. Then put them in your drill like it's a drill bit. Pull on your line. And that's how you twist your wire together. So now I'm finna run a 3rd one, because I want it 3. I want to make sure it's strong enough. So I'm finna run me a 3rd wire down there. And on the 3rd wire, I'm gonna just go down to the end, tie it to the post, and come back with 1 string. Cut it the same length as your 2 you just twisted. I give them a little twist there so it's easier for me to get in my drill. Now I'm gonna leave it in this drill for the time being so it won't start trying to untwist on me till I go to the other end. And that's the one I'm gonna put through the holes. So I'm gonna have to come back, run it through the holes, and then work my way back this way. And guys, I'm not even gonna use the eye bolt on this end neither. You can just run it through that hole. And this is why I drove these pipes leaning out on both ends. That way I can pull that pipe toward me straight, and it puts tension on that line. Then I'm gonna run that around there a couple times, 3, and wrap it several times. It's just what I did on the other end. And that's 3 strands of 14 gauge hot wire. So that ought to hold a pretty good bit of weight. So next I'm gonna show you a hook I made. You can purchase these hooks, but I made one just to look at and demonstrate, because I ain't got my tomatoes planted. I'm gonna demonstrate how this is gonna work. All right guys, this is the hook I made. You can buy these. They call tomato trellising hooks, I think, and they come with a line. Now the string I like to use is nothing but hay baling, because you can buy a roll of hay baling twine and it's got miles of line on it. Now you want to get you a good, for indeterminate tomatoes, I like to put about 18 to 20 foot around my hook here. And you can wind it up just like this. And when you purchase these hooks, they'll come with some kind of, but they got biodegradable line on them, which I hate using, because you let them tomatoes indeterminates grow all year, and then you get down to the end of the year and they up there real big and tall and heavy, and that old biodegradable line breaks on you. So I use baling twine. Now on the ground end, I just take a ground fabric staple, tie it on that staple, and I ain't got no tomato plants planted, but I'm going to demonstrate how this is going to work, and then y'all can see it as the gardening season goes on. So the plan is, guys, you stick your ground staple in the ground at the bottom of your plant. Then you can unwind your line and hook it on your string. Then you can tie your tomato plants to this string, Or you can use these plastic tomato clips, which is what I like using. And I'll put them in the description below also, so you can purchase them. But as your tomato comes up, you need to twist that around the main stem, or you can clip your vines. Now with an indeterminate, as it grows, you can keep that bottom stuff trimmed off and keep letting your line out. And if it gets taller than this is tall, then you can just lower your vine and coil your vine up on the ground of the tomato. So you could grow a dang, and I'm just throwing this number out there, if that tomato plant grew 50 foot long, you could string it on that one string, and up high where your tomatoes our cluster is, will be hanging, and the rest of it will be just wound up on the ground. Now I don't expect to grow no tomatoes that daggum long, tall, but they'll get taller than this line, or they have the last couple of years. And I wanted to try this method. Now you see, this is gonna be my first year, so y'all may wanna follow along, because I give honest opinions on my thoughts how things work. My other row of tomatoes over here is indeterminate. They're gonna be caged just like I did the last 2 or 3 years. So I'm only doing one of these this year to test it out. Also, if you have a big plant and you let your shoots go off to 2 vines, or your vines gives a lot of tomatoes on them getting heavy, you can just take another one of them hooks, do the same thing, and clip them vines to them to help hold them up. So that's what we got there, and that's what we're going to be testing this year. Back to the baling twine there. You can buy a roll of it. Tractor Supply, like I said, I forgot how many miles is on a roll of string, and that string will last you all year, and you won't have to worry about it rotting or breaking on you. I use a lot of baling twine, and I use a lot of, I don't even have electric fence up here no more. I used to have one around my chicken pen, but I keep that 14 gauge and I keep 17 gauge hot wire, a roll of it at all times, because that's the cheapest wire you can buy. But you have to, you can get smaller rolls, but you can get a big roll, and that's the cheapest way you can get wire, and you can do all kinds of stuff with that raw wire. And like I said, when you need it thicker, I just showed y'all a handy way how to twist it. You can keep twisting that and make you 6 strands if you think you need something heavier than that, but I think 3 is gonna be plenty. If it's looking like it ain't gonna, 3 ain't gonna work, I can get up there and hand wind me another one around it before the tomatoes get to the top if I need to. But I don't think they're gonna get that heavy, not with 4 posts down through there spaced out about 12 foot apart. And you want it as high as you can reach, that way you can reach and unhook your hooks. But guys, that's my new tomato trellis I'm gonna be trying out. If you like these little videos, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. It don't cost you a thing, but it helps me grow this channel. Like and share my videos with anyone who you think might be interested in watching them. Go check out my website, www.poorboyslittlehomestead.com. I got a lot of merch on there. Hit that shop button and go look. I got t-shirts and stuff with different sayings. It's not just Poor Boys Little Homestead / Papaw's place. I got shirts with different sayings and stuff. Go check that out if you don't mind. And as always, thanks for dropping in. Hope y'all have a blessed week. God bless. See y'all next time.